Hey, let's talk about body fat percentage, shall we? Body fat percentage is something that we hear a lot, but it can be confusing. So, I want to spend a little time talking about it. Obviously, we are talking about fat, and the percentage part in body fat percentage is there to mean that we are comparing the amount of fat you have with the weight of your body without fat. Now, if you were like 100 kilos and your body fat percentage is 40%, then it means that 40 kilos are fat and the rest, 60 kilo, are bones, muscles, and organs. Okay? So, what is important to understand is that in today's world, in the world we live in, fat is not that important anymore. Fat is there to protect us from scarcity, when there is scarcity of food and we can't eat. But this doesn't happen very often today, does it? Today we just can convert money into food. Just go to the shop, pay them money and get the food. And this is even too easy. Today we can buy thousands of calories of food with very small amount of money. So basically we can put in our mouth whatever we want. There is no reason to think that we will need fat someday. Never. So thinking that, I should be a little more round because it can be that tomorrow I don't have food. This is a very stupid thing to think. And I believe nobody is thinking that. But anyway, not everyone knows that the amount of fat that actually is needed from the body in order to stay alive is very, very, very small. It's different if you are a man or a woman. And if you are a man, we're talking of 2 to 5% of your body weight. And if you are a woman, it's 10 to 13%. This is like essential fat. This you must have. So again, 5% at maximum and 13% at maximum if you're a woman. These numbers are very, very low. It means that if you are a woman and you are like... let's take the example before. Before it was most likely a man, 60 kilo, right? And 60 kilo of lean mass, bones and everything else, and 40 kilos of fat. So if you have 60 kilo and you must have 5% of body fat, then it is 3 kilos over 60. Then that man should be 63 kilos at minimum, okay? And instead he is 100 kilos, okay? It means that he is 37 kilos overweight. You get that? It's so common to see today a person which is 100 kilo. Yeah, what's the problem with that? Well, the problem is that in most cases that person is heavily overweight. And if your weight is, you can see in this chart I'm showing right now, if you are a man and you have more than 25% of body fat, you are obese, okay? If you are between 18 and 24%, then you are average, and you are fit when you are between 14 and 17. My recommendation, if you are a man and you want to be really good looking and in a good shape and healthy, you should have around 10% of body fat. And really there is no reason for you to wish something different, because this fat is not in any way helping you to have a better life. So why you want to have more of it, right? You can be better looking you can have better clothes, and you can have better health if you have less fat. So my suggestion is that you aim for the lowest, yeah? So you should, if you are a man, you should aim to get to 10% body fat or less, okay? Anything between 6 and 10 is great. You should get there, okay? You can get there, so you should get there, okay? There's no reason not to do it. If you're a woman, you should aim to 15% or something like that. Women generally are a little bit better, at least in my opinion, if they're a little bit more round. Try not to get very, very skinny. 15% is good enough. Now, as a rule of thumb, I always say that don't just get obsessed with these numbers. You must have a target, but you must look yourself in the mirror. The closer you get to your target, the more often you look yourself in the mirror and you ask yourself, do I like what I see? Should I go farther? Should I push it more? Or I'm looking good the way I am now. At some point you will start really liking what you see in the mirror. Then you stop. You don't need to go any farther than that, okay? Don't look at the numbers. The numbers are there to help you moving, to give you direction, yeah? And to keep you on track. You know how far you are. But the mirror is a better indication, okay? You trust the mirror. You trust your judgment. So how do you measure body fat percentage? And this is a very tricky question, because there are very many ways you can measure it. None of them is precise. Some of them are more accurate than others. But whatever I'm saying right now, I will have a lot of people that will say I'm wrong. So I'm gonna go with an easy solution. And the easy solution is the scale. So you buy a scale with these metal plates on which you can step, and the scale will measure your body fat percentage. This is some kind of biometric impedance measure, and it is by far not precise nor accurate, but it's something, okay? In general, if you are hydrated enough, this measure will be a good indication of your body fat percentage. Other thing you can do, you can use some application or some website on the internet. I will put some links in the description below. And you can use this in combination with other measures like your waist, your neck and your hips if you are a woman. They give you an estimate of your body fat percentage. If you get 20% body fat or 25 or 18, whatever it is, then you use this to calculate your ideal weight. I will make another video on how to do that. And if you want to start right now and you need a system, you can check on the internet, or you can go check my book on Amazon. Book is called You Were Not Born to Be Fat, and you find there how to measure, how to calculate your ideal weight. So more on this in next videos. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of them. And that's it for the body fat percentage. I hope I gave you some useful information. If so, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you at the next one.